Okay, hi guys. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Dungeons and Dragons, the Toxic Turnabout. This is the last session of the Toxic Turnabout. As always, I have Mistress as Connie V. Ishian, Fruit as Callisto Yew, Max as Miles Edgeworth, Samuel as Dick Gumshoe, and Joy as Viper Hypnalis. When we left off last week, you guys had arrested the big bad. Gumshoe's sister got word that you guys were in trouble, and she came and lent a hand. What's the past? It doesn't matter. And now I guess it's time to get on with our lives. There we go. So, to many of you, you're so shaken up, it seems that the world should have stopped spinning. But it doesn't. Viper, you and your mother go home, and you laugh and cry and rage and scheme together. Connie and Gage are given proper treatment in the hospital. They'll be alright in a few days, or well enough to get on anyway. Edgeworth escorts Phoenix home, who weeps openly when Trucy runs into his arms the moment he opens the door to his apartment. Gumshoe, you're alternatively berated and preened over by Ari, who you can now see is properly exhausted. She's moved heaven and earth to come find you. She was the only one who could have done it. She saw Callisto there in the diner. She saw the men in the van leave the parking lot, and her testimony was enough to have officers mobilized for your search and rescue. But Callisto, you're the most shaken up by all of this. After you say your goodbyes, and you say them proper to everyone, you go back to your apartment to finish up the last of your business. And when you get there, the door hangs half open, and you can't be sure if you left it open in the rush or if you left it unlocked in the rush and someone's broken in, but somehow it all feels so distant it's hard to care. The apartment is so trashed it's hard to tell either way. It's like looking at a snapshot of a life that doesn't belong to you. It's all so surreal. The half-smoked cigarettes and the burn marks on the floor, your discarded clothes on the floor of your messy bedroom, the remains of meals and moments you scarcely remember scattered everywhere.
Well, it's fun while it lasted, I suppose. Gonna miss this place. A little bit. Not so much. I mean, this place kind of stunk, but it was home for a little bit. I think she was just standing around for a bit, not really sure what to do. Maybe for the first time in a while, truly aimless. And I think she's just gonna take a second, sit down if there's anything left to sit down on. Just think about what she's gonna do next. I think even it doesn't even occur to her for a minute if there's anybody else here. Or I think, yeah, I don't think she cares. She she sits for a while. She just thinks about, I don't know, these past few days, which have just completely crazy, just completely off the wall, not okay. And it's like, well, it's not really different, is it? It's never been okay. No, not for a while. Not for a long time. I think almost naively she thinks to herself, well, just follow the thread back until it's okay. And that's a long time in her head. I think when she finally realizes when it was okay, then she knows what she wants to do. And she thinks for a minute about, the obstacles to that. She's totally still like a criminal. The people keep the people keeping her ostensibly out of prison are now going to be locked up. Sort of, if I just sit around and wait for this, I don't know what's going to happen. There's no real reason to stand on ceremony. There's no real reason to put together, strike up the band, put long farewells. And she gathers up all her stuff, all the actual, like, cogent stuff to her. Like, oh, there's a lot of stuff that I just forgotten. Doesn't need it. Never really did. And she's got like a gun, knife, all her little thief stuff. She she wraps it in this, I don't know, just puts it in a bag, different than the one she would have had it in before. She just she holds it for a second. She thinks, and she says to herself, "It's gotta happen." And I think now, pretty much being ready to leave, is also with that coming. I think the realization that there's not much to her, not much that she's got on her. I think simple as it seems, I think she just goes to the bathroom again, which has always been catalyst for good decisions in her mind. Um, and mundane though it may seem, she just washes her face. And kind of just as part of her whole thing, she wears a lot of weird, like superficial, I guess, spy makeup. And she's, it's like her face comes off, you know? Like she doesn't have freckles. Those are like things that just come off. There's the complexion of her face almost changes, and there's like old scars and old acne scars from like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It's not even seen the light of day in years. And it all melts away. And it's not like this is the first time she's done this. She's had to do this a lot. But for the first time in a long time, when she's finished doing that, she looks at herself in the mirror, which she's always kind of ducked or avoided before. And she sees her. And it's a little weird and a little sad. But she's hidden long enough. So now she goes out of her house. She's got her big bag with all her I guess all her inventory in it. And turns, she's, knife, gun, thieves' tools, fucking all the weird stuff that you get as a thief. I have like a bag of like 1,000 ball bearings I've never used. What was up with that? That would have been really funny at some point, but it's like, it's like marbles in Scooby-Doo. And she's got it packed all together. And she leaves her house and she circles the block until she finds an old storm drain. And she pours all her shit out of the bag and down into the sewer. Gun, knife, thieves' tools, all of it. And she's done that before, but this time she's not going to get more. She's got some money. She keeps that. She almost definitely can't get on a plane for like legal reasons. So she, whatever time of day it is, she's nighttime. Yeah, she's just gonna walk until she finds like the nearest big like bus terminal. And what she wants to do, rather, is she wants to go home. This whole thing out here in the city never really meant anything to anybody. It's this weird, long side quest of pain and misery to herself and to others. Total derealization as an individual. And even if it's unfair, even if she's getting away with a lot of things, I think as mature or level-headed as she'd need to have become to make this decision, she's also not suddenly become not selfish. And she's still gonna make this decision to just cut and run. And she's gonna get a bus ticket. And if it takes an hour, if it takes all day, she's gonna wait for the next bus back home. Until then, she's gonna sit at the bus terminal and just try and think about, I guess, everything. So what else do you do?
And she gets her ticket. The next bus going in the right direction is coming in half an hour. And she sits down on the bench and closes her eyes. She's exhausted and her head hurts, but for the first time she can remember, there's a strange buoyancy in her chest. It almost feels like her mind is drifting high above the buildings like a kite, lifted on the cool wind. Cold rain begins to spatter down. The sky is turning gray around the edges, the first hint that sunrise is coming. She wants to laugh and cry and run away all at the same time, but she just breathes in the fall air and doesn't even open her eyes. She knows she's making the right decision, even if it's scary. And having seen herself in the mirror, she feels both very old and very young at the same time. And Callisto, you don't know how long you sit there, a long time. Eventually there's a noise next to you, and when you open your eyes, there's an old man sitting next to you on the bench. He's wearing a ratty coat, and his face is unshaven, but he's carrying a bouquet of pretty white and yellow flowers. He smiles, a tired, teeth-missing smile, but there's a real gentleness in his face, and he says, "You all right, honey?"
Been better. Though I've been worse too. So I really can't complain.
He says, "Pretty early to be catching a bus, huh?"
Bus terminal makes the timetable.
He says, "Where are you headed?"
Home.
"Me too, kid. I'm just trying to get out to Nevada to see my grandkids." His gap-toothed smile, at the thought of them, so full of life and light, almost makes you want to reach for the cigarettes again. It's the same thing you saw in Gumshoe, that love he felt for his nephew. It's a stinging, bittersweet feeling, the desire to be drawn into that kind of love. You bury your hands in your lap, not looking at Gage Hot Rod's phone number, written in marker, on the inside of your wrist. You don't know if you'll call it. And the man says, "You look worried. Hard visit ahead?"
Oh, if you only knew. And this time she kind of laughs to herself, and it's not genuine. It's really hollow. And as she exhales, it all sort of leaves her. She's never really been laughing for any of the right reasons. Fun's over. Time to face the music. And she turns to the man and she says, "I've got a lot to talk about with some people. I'm not certain how it'll go."
And he's quiet. He just looks at you, maybe reading your face.
I haven't been back home in a long time. Didn't leave in the best of circumstances. I've been pretty busy while I was away. I haven't talked to my people back home in so long. I don't know if they even know what I'm doing, if I'm alive. I'd like to think, even if they yell at me, they'll let me back in. We can pick up like and then nothing happened, but something about that doesn't seem very realistic. But there's not really much else I can do now.
And he says, "They won't be mad, honey." And he pats your knee with his gnarled hand, knotted with veins and age spots, and he says, "Long time ago, must have been 20 years ago now, my daughter ran away from home, cut off all contact with the family. She was 20, 21, I think. And it was unbearable, because they didn't know where she was. I never stopped missing her."
You ever see her again?
They found her body in the river maybe 2 years later. Suicide. Shot herself in the head. Her mother was never the same, Her heart was broken proper in two. He hesitates and then extends his flowers to you. And he says, "Take these back to your people, huh? Honeysuckle. All the pollinators love them this time of year, but especially the moths. Ain't that sweet?"
I think she kind of tentatively looks between him and them, and then she slowly takes them. I think she very quietly says, "Thanks."
And he looks up as the bus comes roaring around the corner and stands up. And he says, "You take care now, hon. You take care."
Sitting there now with this big bunch of flowers, which she's wondering if it's more or less kitschy to show up with these now, but it was a gift. Just a stranger. Just this random stranger. I think she glances at the phone number on her wrist. And then kind of quietly, not even rationalizing it to herself, she gets up, finds a payphone, and calls it. That was the number.
And meanwhile, Gage Hot Rod has just gotten home and had quite a moment with his younger brother, who has seen him for the first time covered in scars and did not even know that he was missing. And when he sees the call coming in from an unknown number, his face kind of scrunches up, and there's something painful but hopeful in his expression. And then he answers and he says, "Hey, this is Gage."
Well, I hope so. I don't like calling random numbers.
He says, "Lima, is that you?"
Yeah. It's me.
He says, "Thank God you're okay. I thought with the way you left, you might have gone and done it. Ended it, I mean. I was scared."
I like to think I'm not so desperate. But, seeing where I am now, I wonder about that.
He says, "Hey, you asked me something back in the basement, and I never answered your question, and I want to. You asked me if I knew why I survived that chair. It scares the wits out of me, but I think I'm starting to." And he pauses and says, "I'm glad we saw each other again, at any rate."
Hmm. Yeah. Uh, it is. I left a lot of things messy in my day. Feels nice to close the book on something at least.
And he says, "Hey, thanks for being my sunrise, Lima."
I think you should have picked a better window, but yeah, you're welcome. Don't worry about it.
He says, you're gonna be okay?"
I've got no idea. But I think if I don't see about this, then I never will be. You know?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Um, Gage. I'm not really a conversationalist at the best of times nowadays. I think even if this does go upside down, I won't be in town ever again. So, I guess at the end of the day, I thought I should do you the favor of saying goodbye.
And you can't tell by his voice if he's crying or not. And he says, "Maybe I'll see you again someday."
I don't think so, but it wouldn't be so bad.
And he says, "Sure. Thanks a million. You stay safe out there."
Uh, well, I'll see about that one. Goodbye, Gage.
Bye, Lima.
She hangs up the phone. Inhales and exhales, leaned against the payphone a little. And now she's really got nothing else to do but wait for the bus.
And as the sun approaches the horizon and light begins to brush over the city, something is nagging in all of your minds, some of you more than others, about what Mr. Python said. That he could have himself bailed out as easily as Callisto was, maybe even more easily, and it doesn't feel like the thing is quite over. Not yet. Viper, you're at your mom's house. You get yelled at for quite a long time, but when she's done, she smiles at you and says, "Good job, Viper. Don't ever scare me like that again. But I'm proud of you." And the two of you are sipping hot chocolate now, curled in blankets. Your mom's apartment is tiny, and it doesn't even have a proper living room, but there's a small loft right over the front door that she's converted into something close enough. And she's saying, "I've been thinking about picking magic back up. You've been talking for hours, even after you finished telling her about everything that happened the past couple weeks." She says, "I used to do hypnosis stuff back when I was just married to your father. I could use a little more fun in my life."
You think you're gonna take a class on it or something?
She says, "Well, I've got these old books back in storage. I don't know if I'd be any good, but
That's fun. No, of course you'd be good.
oh, shut up, Viper."
You know you would.
She's like, "Well, it was a fun hobby. The life's just gotten in the way, I
You
guess."
need more hobbies, I think.
She says, "You need less hobbies, especially less hobbies that involve almost dying."
Well, I was doing the right thing.
She says, "I know that, and I love that about you, Viper. But you scare me so much."
Also, I wouldn't call it a hobby. It was only for like a week, so it was more like a, like a, I don't know, like a duty I had to do, like something I had to fulfill.
She's like, "Viper, you got a junior detective badge without even telling me."
Oh well, that's kind of a hobby now.
She's like, "Well, this is turning out to be a lot more dangerous than I think either of us want it to be."
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm happy about the junior detective badge though.
She's like, "I am happy for you too." She's like, "I think this will be a good opportunity for you. You'd make a great detective."
Maybe I should be a detective.
And then there is a knock at the door directly below you, and your mom tenses up. She's sensed something that you haven't. And she says, "Stay here," in a low voice, climbs down the ladder to get the door. And she opens the door, and the voice on the other side makes you feel sick. Casper Python. "Hello, Mirage," he says. "Casper," she says coldly, "I thought you were arrested." And he laughs and he says, "Some important evidence was, shall we say, lost. They had no grounds to arrest me, at least according to the chief of police. Jail is really only a place for people who don't have money, my love." And she says, "Why are you here? Leave me alone." And he says, "It's been a long time, darling. You haven't grown any less beautiful." And she says, "Cass, I'm not interested." And he says, "You seem to have perhaps misunderstood the meaning of this visit. I didn't come to ask your permission for anything. You belong to me, Mirage. I let you get away from me for far too long. But I'm back for you, and back for Viper."
Can I see them right now?
You can't see them, they're like below you. You'd have to like poke your head over.
Okay.
She says, "I won't let you. You can't have Viper. Please, Casper." And he says, "I'm not asking you. I'm taking matters into my own hands. I will show you who is in control here." And she kind of raises her voice a little and she says, "I should take a recording of this if only Viper was here. Something to send to the police."
Okay, I take the hint.
Yeah, you wanna take out your phone, start recording this
Yeah.
conversation?
Yeah.
And he says, "But there is no one to save you. My bed has been empty for so long, Mary, and I grow weary of my own loneliness." She says, "I thought you were too powerful to depend on anyone." And he says, "Oh, I could have any woman I wanted." But there are certain things a man needs, and I suppose I'll teach you a lesson while I meet my own needs. And then I will dispose of you. And she says, you can't kill me. Please. Viper needs me. And he says, Viper needs no such thing. And he laughs. He actually laughs at the thought. He says, I'm leaving the country and her along with me. If she does resist me, she will meet the same ultimate end as you will.
Oh my gosh. He kept saying he didn't want to kill me.
And you can't see what he does, but something makes your mother take several steps back, and he presses his advantage, stepping in through the open doorway and slamming the apartment door shut behind him. And she kind of screams a little bit and backs away from him, but he pursues her, and he pins her up against the counter of the kitchenette, and you can see his face for the first time. And there's cruel pleasure and animalistic excitement. He likes scaring her.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
And your
my gosh.
And your mom says, please, Viper's sleeping in the next room. She doesn't need to hear.
I'm taking out my pepper spray.
And yeah, you're getting ready up there.
I'm getting ready.
He says, love, don't be a fool. If she knows what's good for her, she'll stay out of my way. And besides, she needs to learn where women stand in relation to men.
Oh.
And she says, Casper, Mr. Python. And he says, that's my name. Don't wear it out. And she says, are you really going to kill me? And he says, yes. And over his shoulder, your mother looks right up at you, Viper, and makes direct, scared eye contact with you, and she mouths the words, text it.
Okay. I take the recording. I send it. Wait, do I have any proof right now?
You have the fact that he just threatened to kill her.
True. Okay, I take it, and do I have Gumshoe's number?
Yeah, you do have Gumshoe's number. He's the only one would be able to help you right now because Connie's in the hospital.
Wow. Okay, I say, hey Gumshoe, can you help me out right now? I'm in a bit of a pickle, and I send
him the address.
Yeah.
Okay, Gumshoe. You're with Ari, you're back at the precinct when you get this text, and you get the recording of Mr. Python out of jail and threatening Mirage.
Oh, nah. What the hell? Oh, are you kidding me?
I say, please come help me, and I send like 5 heart emojis.
Okay, well, I need to go now, Ari. I think the big bad guy of this whole thing, he's just back again, and I think some people could be in danger.
She says he's back already?
I don't even know how that's possible. Like,
she's like, I don't know how that's possible either.
Maybe he broke out. Like, anything could have happened here. Like,
she's like, okay, yeah, go get the squad cars, get the officers. We're going. So you guys you're mobilizing officers, and Viper, you still have a couple minutes that you need to hold him off until the officers get here.
Okay. Am I high enough up that I can jump down safely?
Yeah, you can jump down safely. You do it all the time.
Okay, what's he doing?
He and your mom are still talking. Your mom says, you're disgusting. Divorce doesn't suit you. And he's like genuinely offended by her comment. And she like looks up at you and she says, Viper, now! And she hits him so hard across the face that he's sent reeling back against the kitchen table. He knocks over both chairs and they hit the floor with a crash, and he's like struggling to regain his feet.
I jumped down onto him.
And he
I have my pepper
screams. He goes, ah! He's like, Viper, where did you come from?
And I said, oh, now you notice me.
And he shoves you. He tries to get up.
He doesn't. I want to try and hold him down. I want to try and pepper spray him.
Okay. Roll me. We'll say. You roll me sleight of hand with advantage, and he will roll dexterity with disadvantage.
Okay, hold on.
So you roll 2, and whatever your higher one is.
Okay. I think I have like a +2, so it's like 20 or something.
Okay. So whatever his lower of the two is. Okay! So you pepper spray him in the face, and both you and your mom start coughing a little bit. Like, it's not that big of a room.
Yeah.
And he doubles over, howling in pain. And he says, "Oh, dear God, Viper, what is wrong with you? Oh,
I should be asking
rattlesnakes
the same thing.
How dare you?" And
This is what you deserved.
he's like, "Oh, Viper, I never should have let you live with your mother." He's like, "I could have taught you so much better."
You taught me what? To kill people?
He still got pepper spray on his face. Ah! And like he gets up and he tries to blunder away from you. He's trying to get to the door.
I wanna kick him in the crotch.
Oh yeah, kick him in the crotch. Definitely. And I don't even think we need to make him roll for this because he's been hit in the face and pepper sprayed. So he just like collapses, screaming. And then outside, there's the wail of sirens. Gumshoe, even from outside the house, you can hear the commotion. Like as you come up to the apartment, rain is really coming down now in the gray haze before dawn, and you splash up to the apartment building, tracking water up the stairs as you run inside.
Yeah, I'll probably barge in with my gun up and go, "Freeze, please!"
And everyone freezes. Python
Oh,
is crying a little bit.
Wait, what the hell? You've already got the guy?
Oh yeah, yeah. Hi, yeah.
Hey, but this makes my job a lot easier. So, but I still want to say anyway. You're under arrest, pal.
And he's like, "Ah, no, Viper, why?"
No problem.
Save it
And-
for the courtroom, buddy.
Mirage is like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much."
You know why? You tried to kill me like 10 times.
And as the sun breaks over the city for the second time tonight, Casper Python is arrested, and this time to stay. Connie, you get stitched up in the hospital, and they put you on about 4 different prescriptions because that was some expired antivenom that they put in your wound. But you're allowed to go home, and you actually turn up to work the next week. And even though Gumshoe's still like shaken up by everything, the two of you like keep working on Mr. Python's case. And the first day that you come back, you're sitting in your office writing a report, and there's a knock on your open office door. And you look up, and Edgeworth is standing there, looking as awkward as always, and he's kind of holding something behind him so you can't see it.
Yeah, come on in. You should probably check my paperwork.
I hope I don't come at a wrong time. And he
Everything's the wrong time, Edgeworth. No, come on.
Okay, so he enters awkwardly the office and closes the door behind him.
So, what's up?
Well, I figured it was about time I could give you this back. And he takes out the music box, her special music box. This time it's been cleaned of all expired anti-venom.
Probably blood.
Thanks. Where would you like me to put this, that you can find it again to steal it?
He sighs and he goes, "You know I only did that for your own good."
Oh, you get to decide my own good. Thanks for that. Thanks. Boss.
He's not good with this reaction, and he just like he pinches like the bridge of his nose, and he goes, "I know I should have trusted you. I didn't know if you had it in you."
Of course you wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't. How would you know? Because we've only known each other for years, right?
And he goes, "Right."
Wait, what?
We known each other for years.
You know that?
Of course I do. You've been my detective until, well, we had that change with Gumshoe.
You don't know that. You never knew that. You never even knew I was there.
Of course I knew you were there. You were working under me. I was responsible for you.
Oh my god, you're the biggest dick. How long have you known this? Like, seriously, you walk around, you act like you don't know me, you act like I'm just like some person.
And he like gives like an awkward smile. And well, I just figured it would be easier to just act as co-workers. That's what we are now. Congratulations on becoming a prosecutor.
We were coworkers before, just so we're clear. Like, just because I'm a detective doesn't mean that we're not coworkers. Gumshoe's your coworker, buddy, okay?
And he chuckles. You're right in there. I am pretty impressed by how you stick up for them.
What is happening right now? Edgeworth, can you take me back to the hospital? I think I'm hallucinating. I don't know what's happening. You're being nice.
He just looks at her and just sighs and goes, I know I wasn't the best person back then. And I would like to apologize for any mistreatment that you would have suffered under my tutelage.
Oh, we lost Joy.
Yeah, she died. And
Oh my goodness.
Jane too.
It was too much for them. That's what happens when Connie and Edgeworth reconcile.
Now we can do whatever we want.
We already do whatever we want.
True. Time to go kill Casper Python while nobody's looking.
Oh god, yes, let's go. When they come back, we'll just tell them that Casper's dead. We're sorry.
We
we'll
don't know
Callisto
what
did
happened.
She already ran away.
Yeah, like the bus running over on accident.
I could see it. Callisto stealing the bus.
She's already stolen our hearts.
It's true. It's true.
Joy's back. Can you hear us, Joy?
Hello.
Oh, it's still loading for her. Are you there, Joy?
Well, it wouldn't be the game if there weren't some kind of technical problems.
Hold on, I was just gone. What did I miss?
Oh, Connie's going back to the hospital because she's hallucinating that Edgeworth is being nice.
Yeah, they're having
Oh my gosh!
a nice little talk. And
That's horrible.
Jane also got booted out of the call.
Yeah, so we've mostly been waiting, but Edgeworth
did?
has been nice.
I think our internet got funky. I don't know.
Okay, so you turn around and an aboleth enters the room. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh yeah, we also decided that Callisto's gonna have to steal the bus and run over, Casper.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Turn him into the not so
Canada
friendly
vet.
ghost.
God.
That was good. Oh yeah, Edgeworth should totally check my paperwork though if I'm on drugs. They should let me back. Who does that? Let somebody
Who
do
is this
paperwork
let you
like
back?
on
And then-
medication.
And then give her more drugs.
Yeah. Somebody check my paperwork and then give me more drugs. I think it's a great plan.
All right, put you on triple morphine.
I mean, Francisca was running around with like a bullet wound to the shoulder.
Well, yeah, but like she probably didn't take any pain meds though. There's a big difference between like walking around and having to like process information.
Fair enough.
It's because she's made of corrupt German steel.
Except in the Japanese version where she's American.
She's made of I don't Detroit steel. I don't. That's worse. Way worse.
Her true accent, a Detroit accent.
Oh god.
Yeah. Francisco, what are you doing? Motherfucker, don't ask me questions, dog. We don't solve this case. You got me?
Honestly, very fitting.
Francisco from Baltimore.
Hey now. Yeah, that'd be pretty badass. I'm from Baltimore. Thank you.
Ooh.
Represent.
Yeah, hometown right there. But it's funny, you know, growing up in Baltimore, actually, the first time I ever saw crime was like in this tiny little small town in New York that I'm in. Was like the first time I saw a drug bust. Never saw anything in Baltimore growing up, but here, crime everywhere. Small towns, that's what you gotta look out for.
Yeah. So that's where the mob hides.
Poor Jane. We waited mostly.
Are we still missing Joy?
She was here. She left
Yeah.
when you showed up.
We
She
were,
was-
then we weren't, then we were missing you, and then we weren't, and then now we're missing her again.
Oh, there she's back.
We only have one person's worth of Wi-Fi in our house.
Oh dear.
One of you's gotta go.
One of us has gotta go, dude.
You gotta use half a Wi-Fi each.
This town
Yeah.
I'm big enough for the both of us.
This Wi-Fi ain't big enough for the both of us.
Okay. Are we all here?
Can you hear us, Joy?
Oh gosh. Okay, hang on one second.
Are we back? Are we rolling?
We were for a second. Are we good to press play on Edgeworth and Connie?
I don't know. I don't know what Jane's doing.
I already forgot what happens. Something
Who's
about a
this, the
music
music
box? I don't know.
Something about you being on drugs?
Yep. Drugs and a music box.
Yeah. Hand in hand. Imagine if you had thought it had been anti-venom in the music box and it had just been like cocaine.
I mean, that probably would have fixed her up.
Yeah,
Way
it probably
too
would still now.
Yeah. Well, you never know until you try.
We gave her more fucking expired anti-venom. It seemed to work the last time.
Oh my gosh.
It would explain why I was worth so much. Okay, are we going? Are we playing? Jane, are you back?
Where am I? Who are you?
I don't know if
I don't know either.
she can hear us or not. If you can hear us, Jane, use the chat.
Oh, no,
Oh.
she's
Oh,
gone.
she's gone.
She's gone.
We're just gonna wait for the okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Sure.
3, 2, 1, go. And that's when we'll go.
So it's not like in The Wire.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
You know, Maybe nowadays. It's
Maybe
gotten a
not.
lot worse.
David Simon was ahead of his time.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, or he caused it. Maybe it was his fault.
Crocus.
Like they're like, oh, this is what we should be doing, and then they all started doing it.
Man.
I mean, Baltimore's always been kind of crazy, but I just feel like it's a much larger space with a lot more people, so like spread out, and then like the smaller towns, it's like seems to be like similar amount of crime, but it's smaller, so it seems right there.
I mean, you can hide in like a small town, I guess.
I don't know what conversation I left and came back to.
Very different ones.
I have an egg. Very different one.
Okay, I think we're good again. Wanna try and pick back up?
Sure thing.
Sure.
So was that a thing you remember us saying, Jane?
She was still yelling at you for not remembering that she existed.
Oh wow.
No, she said, Gumshoe's your coworker.
Okay. Fair enough. I know I should probably take that into consideration a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, probably. I'll reach out and take the music box and set it down somewhere. Thanks for this
And
anyway.
There's something in his face. You've spent all these years trying not to become Edgeworth, but something in his face when you take the music box from him, there's this intensity, but also this kindness, kind of reminds you of your father and of the person you want to be.
So what is this paperwork you'd like me to look over?
Yeah, so they put me on a lot of stuff. You might want to just make sure the papers are actually filed correctly or done correctly, because we don't want Python getting out on any technicalities. And Edgeworth,
Yes.
I mean, Kanye's gonna lean in and kiss his cheek. And thank you, Miles.
He's very taken aback, and he like looks at her and gives her a nod, and thank you too, Connie. I'm very glad to see the prosecutor's office still has people that we can trust on.
I'll try to pull my gun out less.
He laughs.
Yeah, so I think Connie's just gonna probably have Edgeworth help with the paperwork for Python, so that way, like, her being on medication doesn't like
this
cause
guy
any technicalities.
ain't getting out. We're keeping him locked up where he belongs.
Yeah.
And so you finally get caught up on the mountains of paperwork that this has created for you, and you do something you never thought that you would, and you invite everyone, even Edgeworth, even Phoenix, to a dinner. You need a chance to say something about everything that happened. You book a room at one of the more expensive Asian restaurants, your side of Sunset Boulevard. You try to text Callisto, too, but her number is out of service. So you invite Viper, Gumshoe, Edgeworth, Phoenix, who asks if he can bring Trucy, and you say yes. Yeah, so you guys you show up there, you're all dressed nicely, except for Phoenix, who stands out like a sore thumb. You can tell he at least made an effort to wear the nice sweatpants. But he gets out of the car with Edgeworth and Trucy, and he approaches you and he says, "Hey, I know we don't know each other that well, but, like, thank you for having me."
Thanks for looking the part.
And you go into the, you guys meet up. You head into the restaurant, and the waiter waves you back toward your room, and he says, "Party of 6 for Miss Ikian?"
Yeah, that's correct.
Edgeworth like butts in and he goes, "Actually, it's pronounced Miss Ishin."
Actually, it's not.
What?
It's not Ishian. It's Ikian. You say it wrong.
But you call yourself that all this time.
Yep, because when I first came here as your detective, you referred to me as Ishian, and so then everyone else started referring to me as Ishian, and so now if I say my name correctly, or they think I'm joking, or they don't know who I'm talking about, you kind of made everyone think that's my name.
He like stares at her. He was like, "Why didn't you correct me sooner?"
Have you tried correcting you, like, 10, 15 years ago?
He sighs. Good point.
Anyway. Yeah. It's fine.
So
We'll just go with it.
you're led into your room. The food comes. It's really good. And Connie, for you, this has been a chance to say some things that you didn't get the chance to earlier.
Hey guys, so I hope no one minds me interrupting our kind of end of the meal here, but thank you all for coming, really. We've done a lot the past week, and it's been weird and all over the place, and Death has been like our bestie. I tried inviting him, but he wasn't available to take my call. It's probably for the best. Edgeworth, I know you and I talked, but I am glad that we've had this experience together. And just, try not to take over my cases in general.
He nods and goes, "Don't worry. You might not see as much as me as this past week for a long time."
Phoenix says, "I'm pretty sure some of that was my fault. I actually invited him initially."
Yes, homeless man about that. I'm sorry. Phoenix.
Thank you.
Phoenix. It has been weird getting to know you, and I'm sorry that I thought you stole my music box and that it was actually your boyfriend, because he's kind of a jerk sometimes, but we're mostly over that. But it's been good getting to know you too, and I'm glad that Edgeworth has you and Trucy.
And Trucy says, "Well, I'm glad that they have each other too."
Oh, you're adorable. I want to finance a magic show for her. Can I we're gonna talk later, Phoenix. Viper, if you're here.
Viper, if you're here, give us a sign.
Speak to us. She has the bar. It looks like she should be able to. You're muted, by the way.
Oh, she's writing. She's typing.
Everybody's
Writing in the
typing.
chat. Oh, she's gone.
Oh no.
No,
Yeah, I guess we
Casper
gotta-
got her.
Another murder. It's been poisoned, yo.
Shit, Death showed up anyway.
Oh, come
I
on
guess
in.
we gotta do this out of order.
Yeah, alright. Well, wait.
Okay. She's trying to come back. You can
There's
do
a
this.
chance.
Maybe.
If not, we'll go to Gumshoe, but...
Can you hear us? Talk. I can't hear you if you're talking. Wait, try again.
Oh.
Are you saying something?
Hold on.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
wait.
I heard you.
Am I back?
Yep,
You
we heard it. Yay.
Okay, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. All right.
I come running to the parking lot.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry, I'm late to the dinner.
Yeah, so Viper, it's been great getting to know you. I'm sorry that I thought you were just a kid, but I'm glad to have you on board now as a junior detective.
I'm not just a kid. I'm also a kid with pepper spray.
That's helpful, actually. And I'm sorry about your dad. I'm
That's
sorry
okay.
that I thought he was hot for a second.
I get it.
But he was an absolute dick, and I want you to know that if I ever get the chance, I will slaughter him. He should not have spoken to you that way or treated you the way he did, and I can't even begin to tell you how furious I am about any of that.
I think I get to call it even because I got to kick his butt so bad.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to talk about that later. I heard that you,
Yeah, we
helped get him
do.
back
It was
in.
awesome. It was so
We're all gonna
cathartic.
show to his execution and cheer.
It'll be like a firing squad where we all get to shoot at him.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if we can petition for that. Anyway, Viper, it's been great, and you're, considering everything you go through, kind of awesome.
Oh, you're awesome too.
Thanks.
You're so cool.
And Gumshoe,
Yes, sir.
I'm really glad that you were on the case with us, and I appreciate everything you've done, and really, really sorry that you got kidnapped and that you were used as bait, but
that wasn't your fault. So, and well, thank you as well. Like, thanks to everyone. Like, wasn't for all of you, I probably would have died, which is really bad. That didn't happen, and now we can all
That
be
is really
here.
bad. We can't imagine a world without you in a Gumshoe.
If I had have died, I wouldn't have got to demolish this milkshake and wings. So
That's
all
not
worked
true.
out.
And Trucy says, I wish I had 2 gumshoes.
Oh my goodness.
no.
We all love
I'm gonna
Trucy.
cry.
oh, me too. Sorry. What?
What?
Anyway, Gumshoe, I'm glad to have you around, and maybe when everybody leaves, if you could hang back for a second.
Ooh, I would love to.
Oh.
He's in trouble.
Yeah, he's been a bad boy.
Oh no.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
Anyway,
so,
thanks, guys. Lovely dinner.
Really lovely.
so you guys finish up your meal. Connie insists on paying, and she does not let you split the check, to some people's relief and some people's infuriation.
Mostly
And-
Edgeworth's infuriation and nobody else.
Mostly
anyone else's
Edgeworth's
relief.
infuriation.
relief.
I've got like $10 in my wallet.
That's like so cute.
At least you have a wallet.
Oh my gosh, Gumshoe.
So, the rest of you head off, but Gumshoe and Connie, you guys stay back for a minute.
Hey.
Hey.
So I was just wondering, how you're doing after everything.
Well, I'm actually doing quite good, so I'm like really getting better after all the kidnapping, and now I'm good. I'm going to sleep again. I'm eating some stuff.
Yeah, no more nightmares, right? About
Yeah, only like
Yeah.
one tiny one, but like it's gone now. We're fine.
Okay, that's good. So I know you apparently had a milkshake here, but I mean, if I know anybody, there's always room for dessert. If you
Yes. Yes. I would love to have dessert. Mhm.
okay, if you want to, since we couldn't do stuff before with the kidnapping.
And like the poison and all that and all.
Right, yeah. So with all that, if you want to go do stuff now.
Yeah, I would love to do stuff now, but I don't have too much money to get like maybe a lot of food. But
I'm really confused why you think that your money situation will ever matter around me.
well, okay, well now to clear that up, I'll never think about money ever again.
Beautiful. Let's go.
Let's go.
So you guys, you walk to the nearest Better Burger, which is open late, and you guys are able to get milkshakes. Gumshoe gets his second milkshake of the day. So,
What time is it?
maybe like 10, 11 p.m.
What? Hold on. I thought it was. Has it been a whole day since?
Yeah,
The
it's the
whole
next week.
dad thing?
It's been the,
Oh,
like
it's been
the
a week.
It's not been a week. It's
Oh.
been the weekend.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, wait, so we're getting milkshakes? Is that what happened?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can get some milkshakes. You can get them to go and walk and talk while you eat them if you want. It's a nice night.
What do you think? Gumshoe, you want to have milkshakes here? Do you want to go? Do you want to?
Well, is there anything you want to do?
Well, nothing particular.
Because I kind of want to do what you want to do, so I don't really mind.
Do you want to get milkshakes and go back to my office?
I would love to do that, yeah. But can I like have a cherry on my milkshake, please?
Connie has a shit-eating grin on her face right now. You can have all the cherries, Gumshoe.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get milkshakes and go back to my office.
Yeah, for sure. So you get your ice cream. You walk back. It's warm out. And you guys, you're going up to your office, and this is a place you've been hanging out, quite a bit over the past couple weeks. But somehow, with the danger gone, it feels kind of different.
So, make yourself at home. You know me, I sleep here all the time, so the couch is the most comfortable thing that you will ever find.
You have a couch?
Like,
oh my god, I'm in heaven right now. Oh, this design. Oh my gosh, you have furniture. Can I take my jacket and shoes off?
you can take whatever you'd like off, Gumshoe.
Oh. well, thank you. I'll stick to the jacket for now.
Okay.
So you live here? No, you don't. Yeah, you do, right?
I mean, I don't live here on purpose. It's just...
It's her office.
Yeah, I mean, working all the time, I basically live here.
But you have an office. Like, that's just amazing, isn't it?
Do you do this with Edgeworth?
Maybe.
Like, okay. That's good. Yeah, so I'm gonna sit next to the very excited Gumshoe on the couch and sip a milkshake.
So, how's your romantic life currently?
I think you have to tell me.
Well, I don't know, but I'm single.
Okay, because I I mean, I don't know, Gumshoe. I think I like you, but you're I don't know. You get really excited about Edgeworth too, so I don't really know what to make of this. I mean, I just said you could take anything off, and you said I'll just stick with my coat. So, I as
Well,
far
I
as my
feel like,
romantic life
yeah,
goes, you have to tell me.
I feel like if I had said I'd taken off more of my coat, it would have been a bit inappropriate. I can't lie. That's the reasoning behind that there. But I would really, really, really like to always get milkshakes with you and hang out with you and chill with you. But it's up to you if that's what you want, because that's more important.
It can eventually get inappropriate, though, right?
I'd hope so, but we'd have to wait and see.
Okay. As long as it's on the table as a possibility. I can't live on just milkshakes, Gumshoe.
Well, I would be happy to go a bit further in milkshakes, like maybe some waffles. You know what I mean?
How about milkshakes, waffles, and cuddles?
Oh, that's even better. Yeah, I'd love that.
Okay. Then I guess my romantic life is, at least for the moment, hopefully full with you.
So, you're not single anymore, and I'm not single anymore.
I mean,
I could kiss you right now. Oh my goodness.
you could.
Can I?
Sure. I mean, yes.
So, I'm going to then kiss Connie.
Connie is going to be all over it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is, Connie, it's one of the more awkward kisses you've had, but it's also kind of charming.
Connie's kissed someone before?
Bro, she's like 30.
You're right.
She's a grown woman.
You're right. I forgot.
I have needs, you know?
Is this what being in a relationship feels like? I can just kiss you like all the time. Oh my goodness.
Maybe not when we're actually on a case, but
Oh yeah, but yeah.
any other.
Maybe if the kiss is really like good.
I guess if the kiss is really good, you can. That's fine. But a kiss is yeah, anytime stuff, whatever.
So now what?
Well, there's the couch and the cuddles and the milkshakes, and we could see if it leads to something more from there.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Like if I just nudge a little closer towards Connie. Ooh, maybe put the milkshake down on the floor. Ooh.
There's a table.
Yeah. Oh yes, and the audio furniture. Not used to this. Maybe get my arm and bring it round her like shoulder area, and then just look at her and be like, "Hey."
Not hey girl.
Yeah, let me finish.
Okay.
Hey, girl, friend.
Oh my god. Connie is literally dying, but also I'm just gonna cuddle up next to him, like into his arm, and die of laughter and adorableness.
I think I'll join in on the laughter and the cuddles.
Oh, poor Jane.
Oh, we lost Viper as well. Oh no.
Oh, this is not good.
Max is gonna recap it for you.
That is too perfect.
Well, that's weird. Is Joy
Is she
actually typing
here?
right now?
How?
Yeah.
Where? How?
Chasing another plane.
A ghost. Spooky.
Oh my god! At first I thought he was doing the Spider-Man. Hey.
Hey. What the fuck? Where is she, dog? She ghost in the machine.
She's lost in the sauce.
For real?
Too much milkshake.
This is so bad.
Or not enough milkshake.
Oh yeah, true.
Maybe this scene is not meant for anyone under 18.
It just automatically kicked her out.
Connie's milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
I mean, like, they're not even using coasters.
We're just using the floor.
I don't want to go on without her. This is a good moment.
Well, I mean, in fairness, the amount of the moment that can actually be shared publicly is pretty much over.
Yeah, this is a good respite from all the laughing.
Yeah, for real. I've completely lost her.
I just realized how it's great that Connie is like, let's go to my office, and not like probably where I live somewhere.
Going to where you live is too vulnerable for Connie.
Actually, it's probably true.
Oh, that's good.
Also, maybe she doesn't know her own apartment that well because she's usually at her office. So she'd be like, oh shit, I forgot I left this stuff out.
She's like, did I leave a mess?
Right?
Probably.
Crazy.
I mean, he probably feel more at home.
I see her. Yeah, true. Gumshoe probably like feels at home in a mess.
Well, I feel like then if I had like a mess, it'd be like I have more stuff, and then it's just like I'm bragging.
Okay. We'll give Joy a second to hopefully connect sound. Can you hear us, Joy? Oh, she's
She's loading.
refreshing.
Oh no!
Her thing is going.
Oh, Jane's thing was loading for a second there too.
Maybe Connie's office just has terrible reception.
Like what? Like they're eavesdropping on us? God, Edgeworth, you would come up with that.
I mean, the Wi-Fi keeps going out whenever we're in your office, so...
Oh, well, that's true, actually. But not the people who are actually in the office.
True. Unless Viper is, like, sneaking around.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
She's like eavesdropping or something.
Oh, she's back. Now she's back.
Because we're talking
I can't hear Connie right now. I can hear everyone else.
I
I
can-
can't hear Connie.
I think I can hear everyone. I can hear you, Joy.
For some reason, I just can't hear Connie.
Try-
I don't know why.
Try refreshing again, maybe?
Again? Okay, hold on. I'll be right back, guys. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Goodbye, everyone.
Okay, hopefully. Okay, that was quick. That's a good sign.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, I hear it.
We can hear you.
Now, Jane's still loading for me, but I haven't lost hope.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hold on. I'm gonna refresh again.
Can you guys hear her?
Yeah.
I was able to,
Could.
yeah.
I heard her fine when she refreshed. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
it's like we're juggling.
Yeah, we're.
am I in or you guys not hear me?
I can
I hear you.
Oh, okay.
Joy, don't leave.
Try, I'll try.
Okay.
If we can keep me and Jane, then we got the whole collection.
Mm-hmm.
Are you back, Jane?
Okay, Joy, try again. I'm here.
I'm here.
Oh, we're all here. Okay.
You,
So,
Okay, we got.
you guys are literally
Yeah.
2 birds on a wire.
for real.
Okay.
Okay, I think we'll leave this scene where it is. We'll leave that open-ended.
Oh.
Pan to the fireplace.
We'll let this kind of we'll let you interpret what's happening here.
Oh no, Jane.
Did we lose Jane?
It would appear we have.
It's like
Good
it really
stuff.
doesn't want our last session of this campaign to end.
Alright.
Yeah,
It's like
it can't
really prolonging
end.
it.
Alright, I guess it's up to me. Miles Edgeworth is sitting and a man comes through the door. Miles Edgeworth, I'm here to recruit you for the Avengers Initiative.
He slowly
Miles
sips his
Edgeworth
tea.
will return.
If we're recruiting him for the Avengers, can he please kidnap Loki for me?
That's the thing, you get to go to the Avengers house and Loki is there.
Yay!
What?
Connie can do the Black Widow scene.
Connie would do the Black Widow scene
Wait,
very
you get to
differently.
meet Loki, but he's full frost giant, yes or no?
Yeah. Duh.
Okay.
I will not
Alright.
say what I was thinking.
I gotta write this
I
down.
don't want to be the one to say it, but are we ever getting closure on bad guy?
She's
Well-
in prison.
We'll need to ask Jane when she's back.
Yeah. Like, is she? When's her execution date?
If
She
it gets
already
answered,
dead?
it gets answered. If it
I
doesn't get
guess.
answered, plot
She
hook.
died while
plot
we were
hook.
eating her.
You know-
Campaign 2, plot hook.
We could do a firing squad for her too, but then we just all miss. So
Oh.
Python, we all hit him,
Oh,
and
no,
then
we done
That's-
missed. Okay.
Firing squad, but they suck.
right.
Everybody
like,
knows
save
that
her
if
life.
you survive an execution, you just get to walk free.
Oh no! Suddenly
Yep.
I'm terrible at firing a gun.
Well,
Fun fact,
I'm
that's
not used to
actually
the
They
weight
just
of
let
this
you off.
one.
Yeah. If if you make it
something-
through,
Okay,
they
I'm back.
They legally have to let you go. No crimes.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Can people hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It up like they mess
Yay.
up what's in the injection. You just
Okay,
get
we
to
want
leave.
to give that try two. Okay. So as I was trying to say, you guys start to see a little bit more of each other. Days turn into weeks. Casper Python is sentenced to life in prison. And Viper, suddenly you find solace at the police station more than anywhere else. If you can't be home with mom,
Oh man.
you break up with Axel Hot Rod after the absolute fit he has over the fact that you didn't tell him about what happened with Gage, and the fact that you disappeared, flaked on half a dozen plans trying to save his brother's life, and he didn't so much as call you. You like the precinct better than his house anyway. You're not a junior detective for nothing. Besides, the vending machines by Connie's office have the best snacks. You see so much of her that Edgeworth calls her your glorified babysitter, and you call her Papa Connie. You've also begin working odd jobs like your mom does, because without Dad, your cash flow has basically stopped and you're not a teenager for nothing. Gumshoe, you are Anid's new favorite person, and you've stopped resisting. In fact, you wonder if the little tyke does become a detective someday, if you might be able to mentor him.
Oh.
Ari and her husband talk you into coming to the winter play his kindergarten class puts on, and you do. You find Anid playing with one of his friends in the class after the performance, giggling about a joke grown-ups can't understand with a little girl with long, dark pigtails who looks strangely familiar. The girl's dad comes over and picks her up, and he sees you and approaches you. And he holds out his hand to shake, and he says, "It's Detective Gumshoe, isn't it? Officer Rest told me about you, what you did for us. The name's James Bad Guy. This is my daughter, Hannah."
It is a pleasure to meet you, sir. Oh my goodness.
And he says, "Thank you for stopping him, Detective Gumshoe," and he's sincere. "I don't know what we would do without you."
It wasn't just me, sir. There was a group of us, so there was. So many of us worked together to finally stop all this.
He says, little Hannah and Anid are friends, and I think that that's kind of beautiful in a way.
Yeah, that is really beautiful, yeah. Like, after all this, at least something good came out of it.
And he says, "Well, that's all I wanted to say, but thank you very much." And,
It's an honor,
the
sir.
little girl, the little girl hugs him. She wraps her arms around his neck and, buries her face in his shoulder. And he walks away from you. Not the next week, a letter appears on your desk, Connie. You don't recognize the handwriting, but it's addressed from inside the building complex. So I'm going to push it to you guys in your journals, but I'll also read it to you. You should be able to see it in your journal, but you may need to zoom way, way out to look at it. I'll read it to you. So, here we go. Let me pull it up. It says, "Dear Miss Concordia Ischian, it's funny, isn't it? The way that time moves so quickly. I've known this final chapter of my life has been coming to a close for a long time now, but I'm happy to see that the next one." I'm losing out.
Yeah, she's cutting out.
Yeah, I
Oh, Joy got it as well.
Okay, I'm good, but we should wait for Joy back to read the letter. Hey, if you have it open in your journal, you stop that. You stop reading it. Nah!
My bad.
You can read it, it's okay.
My bad, guy.
My bad, guy.
But like, I just got a letter. I just
You
got
just
a
got
letter.
a letter.
Wonder who it's from.
I met him. He's adorable. Steve Bloom.
The original one?
Yes, the original one.
Nice.
Come on, Joy.
We all have to clap and say we do believe in fairies.
That'll work, definitely.
It can't hurt.
She's typing in the chat. How?
The fucking black magic.
How is this happening?
You know, satanic black magic shit.
I'm so lost right now in Wi-Fi issues.
Okay, you do the fairy thing. I'm gonna sacrifice a goat outside. Hang on.
This is insane. How is she in the chat?
She has ways. She has inherited them from her father.
While we wait,
Wait.
let's appreciate this beautiful graphic on the screen here.
It's a really cool collage.
I like it. It's cool.
All those memories. Oh, she's back. Wow, it worked.
Hey.
The goat sacrifice.
That wasn't the actual ceremony. I just had to open a packet of ham, and I really had to get it open.
Joy, can you hear us? Sorry, this is you opening a packet of what?
Packet of ham. I know that seems redundant, but the ham's for me. The goat's for Nicolet.
Okay.
What, you don't just open a packet of ham? That's unconscionable to you?
It's just an average Saturday morning. Well, it's afternoon where you are.
Yeah.
Joy, can you hear us? It looks like you're talking, but I can't hear you.
I can enjoy.
Oh,
What?
I can't. Let me
I
reset.
cannot.
Oh, Lord.
Maybe we all need to refresh?
I'm just gonna do it, man.
Can you say something, Joy?
Okay, are we good? I can see everyone's sound. Oh, she's gone.
Go.
I take it back. Okay, let's do what we did last time that worked. Let's keep looking at this beautiful graphic. Look at this. Wow, some of this was so long ago.
Look at this photograph.
The first crime scene. Wow. The diner. That was beautiful. The HYPNALIS antiopitic that you cracked without me having to tell you what it meant. See, it works. Packet of ham.
Oh, jinx it.
Okay. Can you hear us? Come on.
Okay.
Yes!
Yay.
Can you hear everybody?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, here we go.
Hopefully
I'll read you.
that
I'll
should
read you
help.
the letter now, quick, before we lose her.
Okay.
Okay, it says, Dear Miss Concordia Ikian. It's funny, isn't it? The way that time moves so quickly. I've known this final chapter of my life has been coming to a close for a long time now. But I'm happy to see that the next one of yours is opening. Your stitches must be nearly healed by now. I hope they're not causing you any more pain. I've always seen my scars as proof of what I'm able to survive at any rate. You have survived much, and I hope you survive to see much more. When my men were working to get the key to that music box of yours, my humblest apologies that our charade went on for so long. If I could have had it any other way, I would have. They came across something strange, but not entirely unexpected. I have left you a sort of parting gift. I would have delivered it sooner, but details can be tricky. If you head down to my former cell, you will find what I've left for you. I think you'll find it quite amusing. Us bad guys have to stick together, They're bringing up my dinner now. I'll be gone by the time you open this. I've left my affairs in order. If you must grieve anyone, grieve my daughter, and the life I will not be able to give her. I cannot undo things done before she was born, and it isn't so easy to leave a mob as you would think. I've spent my life doing what I had to, and little more. Besides, shouldn't a woman do what she loves? Long live the law, Kylie Bad Guy.
Oh man.
I guess I need to go check out a cell.
Yeah, when you get there, bad guy is gone. It's already happened. But in the cell that used to be hers is the one and only Tiffany Esmeralda DeVille. Connie, your grandmother on your mother's side, arrested for embezzlement and facing at least 4 years in prison, according to the guard you ask. Bad guy may be gone, but she did you one last favor.
Hang on. I need to call Viper.
Viper, ring, 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 ring. Oh, it's Connie.
Oh, I pick it up.
The Viper?
Yeah?
Where are you at right now?
What time is it?
It's morning time. You're probably at school.
Yeah, I'm in my 3rd hour.
Okay, use your badge to get out and meet me at the station right now.
Okay, I'm leaving right now.
Okay. Come
You're
down to
like,
the holding
guys,
cells.
I have an important assignment.
I leave my art class.
Yeah.
Emergency
You're like, hold
meeting.
on.
I gotta use the
The
bathroom
law
really quick.
can't wait.
It's an emergency. It's a girl emergency.
It's a girl. Yeah. Okay. I run
Okay,
down
yeah.
to the precinct. Where am I going?
Yeah, you grab a little bus and you get there as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm waiting for her to meet her to take her down
Yeah,
to the holding
she
cells.
comes bursting through the
Oh my
doors.
gosh.
Come down to the cells.
Bad
Oh
guy
my
left
gosh,
me a
wait.
present.
Is this your grandma?
This is Grandma. Hi, Grandma.
And she says, "Ugh." She says, Concordia, how dare you?
How dare I what?
She says, you mock me?
Yeah, always.
And she says, that is entirely unacceptable. She says, I am your elder and you should respect me.
Well, you know, elders. No, just no.
That's so stupid. You sound like you're going senile.
That's
It's
true.
just-
You know, if you forget things every 10 seconds like a goldfish, are you really like an
Yeah.
elder? Because you're more like a newborn.
And she says, and who is this?
Oh, this is Viper.
I stick on my hand and I say, Viper HYPNALIS. I would say nice to meet you, but it hasn't been very nice.
Connie's dying. Connie's literally dying.
And she's very offended. And she turns away and folds her arms. She won't look at you.
Oh, hey,
You
Grandma.
What?
So you caused a lot of problems.
Why did you give me that music box forever ago?
She says, well, you know, if bad things happen to you, it's always good to have a form of insurance that can't be tracked.
Oh my
Just like
gosh.
if bad things happen to you, you mean you wanted insurance for you?
She says,
Somehow?
well, I gave the music box to you, and that anti-venom was very expensive.
Yeah, but she didn't give me a key.
Yeah.
She says,
That
well,
doesn't count. She had
she
no way
says,
to
well,
access it.
you give
Right.
the key in the scenario when you need to sell the stuff. I knew you'd probably just go frivolously spend the money, you and your
I
poor
would.
father.
What?
You strike me as a person that sucks, Grandma.
Yes, my dead father would absolutely go spend all the money. How do they do that, by the way? Dead people spend money.
She says, well, he wasn't dead when I gave you the music box.
Yeah, you never gave me the key.
She says, well, that's why I didn't give you the key, okay? Like, there's a chain of logic there that you're not understanding.
Okay, but what about after he died? Why didn't you give me the key after he died? Because a dead man can't spend money.
She's like, because you probably learned it from him.
Oh. Then why do you even bother calling me ever at all?
She says, well, I keep hoping that you'll come around.
Why would I come around if you're not giving me money to not spend?
She says, so that's all I am to you, a money machine.
Yeah. Oh, your house is empty right now, isn't it? Viper, do you want to go hang out at the pool?
Yes.
She says,
Alright.
you will do no such thing.
Oh, I'll do whatever I want, Grandma. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so
Hate you.
you guys leave Grandma where she is, and you go freaking chill in the pool. You skip school. Who cares?
I skipped school.
Connie will call you out. So, the dark age of the law continues. Phoenix doesn't get his job back. Edgeworth takes another job overseas without Gumshoe, who's at home working on a case with Connie.
Oh.
Mirage Hypnalis picks up hypnosis again and finds a gig using it to herd cows on a cheese farm, the thought of which is enough to make both her and Viper giggle. The woman named CALISTO YEW disappears and is never seen again. But somewhere, a woman who looks a lot like her is learning to cry about things that used to make her laugh and smile about things that used to make her cry. Her hair grows out. She dyes it colors.
Jane.
She's been taken away again.
Sorry about that. Where was I when I lost you?
Former CALISTO YEW is going after her again.
We can't do this until Joy gets sound back. Okay. Good. I was almost done with my sentence then.
Are you back, Joy?
Okay, hold on.
Okay,
Can
I can hear her.
anyone hear me right now?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Is Jane gone?
Come on, Joy. Come on, Joy.
So I can hear Joy.
Let's admire this beautiful graphic.
Okay.
Joy, can you hear Jane?
No, is Jane talking?
She talked a little bit just a moment ago.
Oh, weird. Okay, give me one more second.
I think she also needs to refresh.
Wait, who did we just lose? We lost
Samuel?
Samuel. What the heck? He's back.
Can you hear me, Jane?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Did you hear Joy when she was here?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Joy, say something.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Okay, let me finish my sentence.
Nice.
So, her hair grows out.
Mm-hmm.
She dyes it colors. The scar on her neck fades. Behind her ear, there's a small tattoo in simple black ink of a sunrise. A reminder of good days and good things to come. This has been Ace Attorney Dungeons and Dragons: The Toxic Turnabout.
Oh my
Players,
gosh.
give yourselves a hand. You did it.
We
Oh
did
my
it.
gosh.
Good job, you guys. As always, we've had Max as Miles Edgeworth, Fruit as Callisto Yew, Mistress as Connie V. Ikian, Samuel as Dick Gumshoe, and Joy as Viper HYPNALIS. Thank you all so much for playing. I will see you this winter for a mini campaign. And as always, I have been your game master, Jane Bird, and it has been an honor and a pleasure working with all of you.
Please let me out, Jane. I haven't been home in 3 months. Come on.
This is the plot of the mini campaign.
So.
I have them all trapped.
It's horrible.
And now we end with a customary objection.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm going home.
Okay, ending the recording.